What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Trade for Yourself podcast, where my mission here is very simple. I just want to help you learn how to trade and invest in the stock market for yourself. So make sure you please like this. Make sure you please subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be in the know every single time that I drop an episode. Again, I appreciate you all for tapping in and coming back to the Trade for Yourself podcast once again, dropping another episode again. So, this episode, we're going to be talking about Amazon stock opportunity. I believe that we have a great opportunity here with Amazon stock, and I believe this is a buying opportunity, and we can definitely take this stock back to the upside. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick here, and we're gonna go over a few different things about Amazon stock, about why I'm bullish on it, and why I think that I see an opportunity for us to take this back to the upside, back to the 52-week high slash all-time high for this particular stock. Now, let's talk about the first quarter results that we got from Amazon.com. And these were released back on April 30th, right? Amazon announced their financial results for the first quarter. And let's go through what they did in the first quarter. Now, Amazon had a great first quarter. Great first quarter. Net sales increased 13% to 143.3 billion in the first quarter compared to 127 billion in the first quarter 2023. Excluding the 0.2 billion unfavorable impact from year-over-year changes in foreign exchange rates throughout the quarter, net sales increased 13% compared with the first quarter in 2023. That's pretty good. That's pretty good to see those sales increase like that over the first quarter of 2023. North America segment sales increased 12%. International segment sales increased 10%, and AWS segment sales increased 17% year over year to 25 billion. Now that's a huge deal because AWS, that stands for Amazon Web Services. Remember, Amazon is the #1 cloud provider in the world. And to see them growing 17% year over year to get 25 billion in the quarter, that is amazing. If we project that over 4 quarters, that means that AWS by itself is a $100 billion segment of this business, which is amazing, right? Which is amazing. Okay. Let's talk about operating income. Operating income increased to 15.3 billion in the first quarter compared with 4.8 billion in the first quarter 2023. The North American operating income was 5 billion compared with 0.9 billion of last year. Everything is related to what was going on last year. International segment operating income was 0.9 billion compared with a loss of 1.2 billion. And AWS operating income was 9.4 billion compared with an operating income of 5.1 billion. Okay. So AWS did very, very well, which is good, which is letting us know that AWS actually had better margins year over year, which is a great deal. Net income increased to 10.4 billion in the first quarter compared with 3.2 billion in the first quarter 2023. The first quarter 2024 net income includes a pre-tax valuation loss of 2 billion, included in non-operating expense from the common stock investment in Rivian Automotive, compared to a pre-tax valuation loss of a $500 million from the investment in the first quarter of 2023. So that's what's going on with the net income. Net income is solid, solid, solid. Operating cash flow increased 82% to 99 billion for the trailing 12 months compared with 54.3 billion for this time last year. Free cash flow improved to an inflow of 50.1 billion compared with an outflow of 3.3 billion this time last year. Free cash flow less principal repayments of finance leases and financing obligations improved to an inflow of 46.1 billion compared with an outflow of 10.1 billion. And the free cash flow less equipment, finance leases, and principal repayments of all other finance leases and financing obligations improved to an inflow of 48.8 billion compared with an outflow of 4.5 billion this time last year. Okay. What this tells us is that Amazon is getting back to what we know of them as a strong company, strong revenue, strong profitability, strong free cash flow, strong operating cash flow. Because this time last year, there was money going out. It was a net outflow, which is not good. We don't want to have a net outflow for the business, okay? We need net inflow coming for the business. So now we're getting back to what we're used to, strong profitability and net inflows, right? I'm going to read this article right here because this is what's very, very important. This just highlights the entire thing. It was a good start to the year across the business. And you can see that in both our customer experience improvements and financial results, said Andy Jassy, Amazon president and CEO. The combination of companies renewing their infrastructure modernization efforts and the appeal of AWS's AI capabilities is reaccelerating AWS's growth rate, now at a $100 billion annual revenue run rate. I just said that. I didn't read this, y'all. I just said that. Our store's business continues to expand selection, providing everyday low prices and accelerate delivery speed, setting another record on speed for Prime customers in Q1 while lowering our cost to serve, right? And our advertising efforts continue to benefit from the growth of our stores and Prime Video businesses. It's very early days in all of our businesses, and we remain excited by how much more we can make customers' lives better and easier moving forward. Amazon is a great business. Amazon is the retail company. Amazon is the media company. Amazon does advertising. Amazon does AWS. It's a cloud company. Amazon does everything, y'all. This is a great company and is insulated in so many different things. It's getting into healthcare. There's so many different things that Amazon is doing as a company, right? And so another thing I want to show us is the price target, right? Now, I like to go to E-Trade because E-Trade provides me pretty good price targets and it provides analyst research for price targets over a 12-month time span. Now, the average price target for Amazon is $220.93. That represents a 21.87% upside from where it is right now. That's the average. On the high side, they're expecting 246. On the low side, they're expecting $200, which is my price target and where I think that we need to expect to play this stock, which is a 10.33% upside. So where I want to play the stock to, right, is lower than the average analyst price target. Okay, that's very, very important. When you look at everything that's going on from a balance sheet perspective, and then we look at what the analyst price targets are telling us, I believe that provides us an opportunity to get to that $200 level. Now, I want to go ahead and show the chart. We need to show the chart and we need to explain why I feel like we have a real opportunity here with Amazon. Now, this is a 1-year chart. This is a excuse me. This is a weekly chart. This is a weekly chart for Amazon that goes back to September of 2022. Now, Amazon bottomed, I believe it bottomed around January of 2023, and it's been rising ever since. The stock is looking very, very good technically, making a series of higher highs and higher lows, right? Now, as we get a little closer, let's look at what we've been doing in 2024. Amazon's been doing very, very good in 2024, but as of late, Amazon had three before this week. Amazon had 3 consecutive losing weeks. It had 3 consecutive losing weeks, and it came back and it retested previous resistance. It came back down, it retested previous resistance. So I believe that this was an area where people were going to start buying, and we're halfway through the week, right? Third trading day of the week, and we are green on the week, green candle. I think that we're going to end the week positive. Another thing that I think that is very, very good about this stock is that this is a golden cross, right? This is a golden cross. A golden cross is when the 50 period moving average crosses above the 200 period moving average. So in this case, with this being a weekly chart and every single candlestick being representing 1 week, this is the 50-week moving average crossing above the 200-week moving average. So this is a long-term. This is a long-term bullish indicator, which is very, very good for us, right? The 52-week high is $191.70. The analyst average price target is $220. I definitely think we're going to hit 191, and I definitely think that we're going to get to $200. We're going to get to $200 on this particular stock, and it looks very, very good to continue to move higher. It just had to cool off, which that's what stocks do. Stocks have to cool off, but I believe that it's going to move higher. Okay. Let's move down to the daily chart. Okay. Let's move down to the daily chart in terms of what's going on from a daily perspective. Now, what did we talk about? We talked about how Amazon reported earnings. It reported earnings on April the 30th, and the stock continued to ride higher after earnings, and it got to 191.70, and then it began to sell off, and it began to sell off. Well, hey, that sell off provided an opportunity, and it looked like the stock really bottomed right here around this 166.32 level, because that corresponds with pretty good support. It's pretty good support there. We had the stock rising up. We came down. This is our bottom right here. The stock came right back up, and then we came back down, but not quite as low. So I think that we put together ourselves, we really, truly, I believe, put together an inverse head and shoulders. I believe we put down an inverse head and shoulders, with this being our head and this being a shoulder over here, this being a shoulder over here. And I believe we're going to get back above this 50-day moving average. This blue line represents the 50-day moving average. We're going to get above that 50-day, and we're going to be trying to get to this 191.70. And I believe we're going to get past 191.70 and get to 200. This is a stock right here that's been very, very quiet, right? It's been very, very quiet. The stock market reached another all-time high today, which was amazing. And this stock participated a little bit. It participated a little bit. It was positive, but I think that the rally is set to continue. And I believe that this stock right here is going to be one of those ones that's going to continue to participate. So again, I think that Amazon provides us a buying opportunity right now. The stock is providing us a buying opportunity. The fundamentals look good on it, right? The balance sheet looks good. It still looks solid. I want you to go look at the balance sheet for yourself, because that's important for you to be doing studying and doing research. When we look at analyst price targets, analysts believe that this stock is going to be continuing to move higher. When we look at the chart from a technical perspective, and you take a long-term time horizon on that thing, we're looking pretty good from a long-term perspective. So Amazon's one of those ones. Find you an opportunity to get into the stock, because I'm telling you, I believe it's going back to the upside, definitely going back to the 52-week high, definitely getting back to 200. As always, I appreciate you all for tapping into another episode of the Trade for Yourself podcast. Again, please like this, please subscribe. Please let me know in the comments what you think about Amazon, and if you believe in this one, and if this is one that you want to add to your portfolio or trade with me up to the upside, okay? Because this is one of those ones that you're going to want to take an opportunity on and take advantage of it, all right? As always, remember, don't pay for it. Trade for it. I'm tapping with y'all on the next episode.